Hello everyone, and welcome once again to Let's Play Skyrim. You'll recall that last time, after clearing really a bunch of dungeons, we arrived at Avanchnzel, and I was very excited because we're about to actually do our first proper Dwemer ruin. These are just by far the coolest, most interesting dungeons in the game.
This place. It feels like we're being watched.
It's a simple job, Drennan. We get in, we steal the lexicon, we leave. Don't get jumpy.
If you two cannot handle this, we can find others to hire.
Enough. Their services will be more than adequate. Let us continue.
I was going to say, I thought there was an ore vein up here, and there was. I almost missed it. Anyway, they're just, compared to everything else in the game, they're just alien and weird. I think more than any other location type, the Dwarven Ruins actually convey a sense that you are an intruder in a strange place you're not supposed to be in. And I love that about them. Avanchnzel is unique among the Dwemer Ruins in two main ways. First, it's just shorter and easier than most of the others, so it's a nice intro. Second, it's the only one that doesn't really mix in Falmer. It's all constructs, which is good news for us in the end stages of trying to max out Enchanting, because as you will quickly see, constructs drop soul gems like they're candy. I fully expect to have enough soul gems to max Enchanting by the time we're done here. Finally, the other sort of noteworthy thing about this place, of course, is that we're actually here on a side quest. If you remember from Deepest Fathoms, the sort of ranty Argonian from the Riften Docks, who gave us the lexicon and told us we had to take it back, well, this is where she sent us. There's a filled common soul gem. That's awesome. All I need to... well, I need a weapon to enchant it with. Recall that Dwemer cogs are still on my list. I need 6 more. Of course, with this one in hand, that number drops to 5. I fully expect, for the first time in a while, that we're going to have to deal with getting over encumbered in here.
This place is unbelievable.
I've never seen anything quite like that.
Avanchnzel is as much a library as it is a city, built to hold the vast memories of the Dwemer.
So, left or straight? Let's go left first. And that's because these ruins are chock full of both useful stuff that is both useful and heavy. I'll let Lydia handle that sphere. More than up to the task. Probably would be even if I hadn't marked it, but the only downside to constructs is that they don't have souls, so you can't fill empty soul gems, but I don't really care. If I don't find enough filled gems to go ahead and max Enchanting, I can just go out into the world and gradually fill my empties with the critters we will be fighting, and it'll be maxed very shortly. That's the good thing. As constructs go, we're fighting pretty low-leveled stuff right now. There's another filled common soul gem, so I'm just trying to keep track for myself. I need to find 2 weapons. There's also another Dwemer cog. With that in hand, I need 4 more. So if I head down here, this, you might surmise, is our eventual exit. The door is barred from the other side. There's something kind of interesting up here. First, if we angle back to the main room, we find this skeleton and what apparently used to be a ramp down that is now broken. And a bunch of stuff that largely doesn't matter. More interesting is if we head through this barred door out to the Avanchnzel balcony. Naturally, this is a feature, if you will, of our eventual exit. You can see our horse down there. The main reason to come out here is just this lovely apprentice-locked chest. So if I take that elven war axe, I now only need 1 weapon to catch up with all the enchantables I'm carrying. I'm not worried. I'm not tracking the empty soul gems because, as you know, I may end up filling them with a petty soul. I may end up filling them with something bigger than a petty soul. I may find enough filled soul gems in here that I don't have to fill them at all. With that path explored, let's head over here and go the other way. Note the unlocked chest on the wall. That ring of eminent restoration looks handy. Note also that the constructs are dropping dwarven oil, one of the few ingredients that we really have not found in abundance up to this point. It has 2 effects we still haven't learned that we'll worry about when we get to the offload phase. None of those matter, but a filled greater and a filled petty soul gem. It's just awesome. So now, of course, I need 2 weapons, and I need a suitable petty vessel. So either helmet, boots, or jewelry. Just try and keep Lydia between you and the sphere. It's the best way to do this. And it will eventually switch targets like you need it to. There's another filled greater soul gem. So now I need 3 weapons. Not an issue. I told you, like candy. That's why I wasn't worried when Darklight Tower came up short. Bent Dwemer scrap metal. Well, that's just fine. And lo and behold, a gate will have to lockpick open. Crazy, I know. Unlocked chest has gold. Well, that's fine. Got another spider here. Got another pair of spiders, actually. Not that it matters much. There's an empty common soul gem. So that doesn't really factor into anything. I guess spider workers aren't hostile by default, but they drop soul gems just like everything else, so you bet your ass we're gonna kill them all. There's another cog. Now we only need 3 more. Onward. Now there are usually a hefty number of spiders here in the bottom of the main room. Three this time. That ain't bad. At some point you gotta swing your mace, you dummy. You know, that's assuming you'd like them to actually die. There's another filled common soul gem. So now I need to find 4 weapons to enchant. And another Dwemer cog. Leaves me needing 2 more. Good. I'm not sure. That could have gone better. Alright, so leaving aside appearances, there actually isn't anything here on the floor. That lit passage is the way forward. Note the spear trap. Let's just be careful, 'cause I'm gonna trigger it rather than bother picking the lock. I happen to know there's a dwarven sphere inside that vent, but he sometimes has trouble remembering to come out and party with us. I'll take that. That's worthwhile. And that gold emerald ring can easily be the vessel for my petty soul gem, so that problem is solved. No real need for dwarven armor or any of that. I'll just show you right quick. And there is, most assuredly, a sphere in there. Why it isn't emerging, I don't know. There's a spider out there, too. Also strange. I believe, just like Draugr, we can lure the sphere out with a spark spell. Just like I can start a fight with this spider. Did I actually tag it? Yes. Yes, there's some drain going on. And there's the sphere. Good. That's all I wanted. I wanted everyone to come out to play. Need to get a mark on the sphere. It's obviously more dangerous. Although Lydia was acquitting herself just fine anyway. Actually, I don't need that ring of alteration. Not sure why I grabbed that. I'm only picking up the pieces of dwemer metal dwarven metal that can actually be smelted into dwarven metal ingots. Otherwise, I'm ignoring everything. And of course, crossbow ammo, because why not? Yeah, this is an interesting little spot. Another cutscene.
All these metal fiends ignoring us.
Avanchnzel is waiting.
Waiting for what?
No one seems to know. Perhaps the return of the Dwemer. Perhaps the end of the world.
Best get rid of the ones we see, just in case.
Smart move. What do we have here? Another filled Greater Soul Gem, as well as an empty petty. Awesome. And finally an unlocked chest. Nothing else I actually need. Well, let's move on. Zone 2, the Avanchnzel Animoncultory. Sphere's more dangerous. Knowing that they're both in there, I'll make sure to mark him first. What do we have here? Another filled Greater Soul Gem. Outstanding. I probably didn't even need to do that, but it's all good. Excellent.
I told you, we should have hired a thief.
We are thieves, you fool. We're stealing the cube.
And yet none of us can pick a damned lock.
Sad for you. More loot for me. Damn. Perfect. What's in here? Ingots, gems, and an unlocked chest. With nothing useful inside. That's okay. Let's roll up here, keep on moving. Now what we're going to start seeing pretty soon is a bunch of giant shelves with useful stuff that's out of reach. Useful enough stuff that I kind of feel compelled to shout it down just with unrelenting force just so I can reach it. So getting all that stuff will become a bit of a tedious exercise, but believe me, it's worthwhile. Got another chest there. Let's head down here. Dwarven bow. That'll do for one of the weapons I can enchant. I need 5 more just to equal the filled soul gems I've found. Another little cutscene.
This place is huge.
It is large indeed. I did not anticipate Avanchnzel's size or the time needed to uncover the entrance. A few hours sleep, and we should be ready to continue through.
Maybe we should turn back. I don't want to sleep here.
Drennan, you do understand that the lexicon at the bottom of this place holds the accumulated memories of centuries of Dwemer.
Not to mention our pay.
So? So we're not turning back, you fool.
Besides, you're not scared of a few sleeping metal men, are you, Drennan?
Onward then. Note the collapsed passage there. Another trapped door. Be very careful of this one. Those spinning blades the Dwemer use are some of the most lethal traps in the game. Well, that's useless. That's mostly useless. There is a copy of the Restoration Skillbook Racial Phylogeny in here that we've already read. That's mostly useless. That's the same spider, I think. Those aren't useless. And neither is that. With that Dwemer cog, I only need 1 more. Pretty cool. We are about to hit our carry weight limit. Can't really be helped. There's just too much good stuff in most ruins. Now here are those shelves I was talking about. I was going to say, I don't quite think this room is empty. We do have a spider to deal with. Let's eliminate the threat first. Notice, on the shelf we can reach, there are only 2 things I care about. 1 little smeltable piece of metal, which matters much less than that spider corpse. So, let me nick the things I can reach first. That cog is enough to eliminate Dwemer cogs from the list. There's another filled common soul gem, back up to needing 6 weapons. And we are over encumbered. So it goes. Now, let me shout those 2 things down. Just kind of try and keep track of where they land. A little bit of scrap metal landed here. I care a lot more about the 3rd spider corpse. It's one of these. Just not sure which. That would be the one. Good. Here we're on the other side of that collapsed passage where their camp was. Over here, besides the alchemy lab, there are just a few gems. Always worthwhile, of course. Let's look at that second big set of shelves. Thankfully, they never put anything useful on the very top level. They're not that big of jerks. And this one doesn't have anything on the 2nd level either. So that's nice. We'll just nick this solid Dwemer metal. All of that dude's empty soul gems. I'll switch back to Marked for Death and keep on trucking. Deeper and deeper. Nothing I care about on that shelf. Let's just keep on rolling. For a second I was worried I had tagged Lydia, but that was his shock spell. Alright, so we'll deal with threats first. So there's a sphere rolling around in here too. And a second spider. I really need you to switch targets, douche. Thank you. Whew, that was close. Alright, so let's search the shelf first. I have no use for another Dwemer cog. You should, however, have noticed there's another spider corpse up top. I think those are two pieces of the same corpse, but I try to knock them both down just to be sure. Yes. Alright, good. I got a couple locks to pick. This door over here, first of all, leads us to another side area. We are half an hour in, making excellent time. We're going to hit 86 lockpicking in a second. So it goes. It's obviously not a bad thing. Here's a novice locked chest. Let's spring that one too. Centurion dynamo cores are worth collecting. I'll drop them in with smithing supplies, even though they aren't technically used in smithing. They're used at the Atronach forge if you use it to craft weapons, or armor, or anything. So, that dwarven mace is certainly a usable weapon for one of my filled gems. Now what have we here? An empty Grand Soul gem. Cool. We'll fill that when we get outside. All in good time. Need 5 more weapons to match all the gems I've found. That's a non-issue. Apprentice locked gate, no problem. Theoretically no problem. LOL. It is to laugh. Unlocked chest back here. And finally, we continue on. Now this shelf is one of the... This particular shelf is the trickiest one. Because there's a spider corpse I need to search on the top. But if I shout from out here, it just goes behind the shelf and never really gets where I can reach it. There's another filled common soul gem. Need 6 weapons. Mostly just need to manage to search that spider. So ordinarily I'll try it because I haven't really found a better way to do it, I'll put it that way. It frequently bounces off the back wall and comes forward just enough that you can search it. And it looks like that's what happened here. Yes, good. Nope, just kidding. Wrong spider. Well, maybe if I hit it from the side, I can encourage some piece of it forward enough to search. Let's see, what I really need is to send it sideways. So let's go over here. Like that bowl. It's not far enough forward. Let's try hitting it again. That'll do it. Good. Good, good, good. Onward we go. We're about to hit a big room. 5 spiders, if I remember correctly. And lots of shelves and the like. Oh, not quite yet. Another little room first. with a cutscene. That top shelf does have a spider on it.
I thought you said these things were sleeping.
You said they were sleeping. I said they were waiting. It seems a few of them were waiting for someone to try and take the lexicon.
Great.
Alright. No big deal. Let's search the two on the lower level first. I was going to say, I think that was just a bent Dwemer scrap metal, which is fine. Now, let's shout that top one down. I'm just drowning in empty soul gems on top of all my full ones. It's awesome. Now we're gonna get to the big room. 5 spiders in here, if memory serves. Not too bad, despite appearances. Nothing off to that end, as I recall. The age-old question makes a comeback. I was gonna say, where the fuck is Lydia? There she is. Well, let's just make our way over. We got 3 sets of big shelves in here. We got robots in various states of disrepair all over the place. They can hit you with their lightning spells from ridiculous distances, so as always, it's just vital to keep Lydia between me and the enemies until I convince them to switch targets. Turn around. Who the fuck is still shooting me? That's what I want to know. There's 4. Three. Two. 1. 0. Good. 3. 2. Now I need 7 weapons. One. Zero. Now I need 8 weapons. And obviously, a lot of these will come out of my residual stash back home. let's clear this room now. So, is there anything over here? I don't believe so. These would be your dwarven centurions, or centurions. I'm not sure which one is correct. They are quite intimidating in their size and aspect, as you can see. There's an empty Grand Soul Gem. Remember to collect the dynamo cores. They are worth having. Thankfully, these two are actually inactive. Another empty Grand Soul Gem. That's 3 empty Grands. That's pretty good. 2 spiders sitting over here. 1, 2. That's it for combat in this room, so I'll just get Unrelenting Force ready. Tends to shift for whatever reason, but there's a sphere on this pedestal. I like to search the ones I can reach before I shout, so there's 1, there's 2, and due to a quirk it looks like I can reach the 3rd and don't need to shout at all. Good. Onward, we've got another sphere. He's got a filled Greater Soul Gem, so now I need 9 weapons. Do the lower level first. Empty. There is one on the top shelf, but look, half of him is already fallen down, so I don't need to shout there either. Good. Filled common. Now I need 10 weapons. Now over here, we got a spider up top, a spider in a chest on the bottom. Let's just go ahead and get the spiders. Now I can switch back to Marked for Death and forget about it. So, 2 spiders, right? There's 1. I guess it doesn't need to be Unrelenting Force. Ooh. There we go. 2 more. Now I need 12 weapons. And we're done in this big room, so let's head up these stairs. Uh-oh, our first corpse. Guess it should have been obvious that our foursome didn't make it out intact. Here is Drennan. His iron sword means I only need 11 weapons. I'll take his gold as well. Chest, useless. Struts, useful.
Drennan!
Let the field mouse run. Your pay will be doubled.
My pay will be nothing if we die in here.
Calm yourself, Freya. We are closing in on the lexicon. I can feel it calling. We'll continue without Drennan.
And we reach the third zone, the Avanchnzel boilery. Now usually when the ambiance switches to this foggy grayness, you know you're about to switch over to fighting Falmer, but that's not the case here.
Can you hear the lexicon calling out?
So we grab it and we get out, right?
Once we have the lexicon, we'll need to take it to its podium. I know what to do from there. Soon the lexicon's knowledge will be mine.
Ours. Soon the lexicon's knowledge will be ours.
Of course.
So as you walk through here, we're going to pass over a spider under the grating. Even though it'll turn hostile and try to shoot us, it can't hit us, and there's no way to get to it, so I suggest you just ignore it. As hard as that is for me to do, there's even a gate that looks like it was supposed to lead down to where the spider is, and I'll show you that gate when we get to it, but there's no way to open that gate. There's no switch that's tagged to it in the creation kit, no nothing. So just let it be. It's all good. He's just stuck down there for eternity. Kinda sucks to be him, honestly. Not the case with this sphere, which is a very real threat. So I think we can reach everything on these shelves without having to shout, which is nice. Tops are empty. Third levels are also empty, and we can reach each of the bottom two. We'll start with this one. Spider. This one. Chest. This one. Chest. And over here we got two more spiders. Here's the room I mentioned, with the gate that would...
I can hear the lexicon. Come on, quickly.
Something doesn't feel right. Wait!
There's another common soul gem. Need 12 weapons. Anyway, that gate would lead to the spider, but there's literally no way to open it. So he gets to live. Congratulations, dude. Let's follow them, as we've been doing the whole time. here's the end of Poor Watches the Roots. Now Lydia is going to activate the trap. Why? Because she's an idiot. She can't follow directions precisely enough to avoid stepping on the pressure plates. So, I think my best option is probably to try and whirlwind sprint past it. If I can just get past the blockers, then I can hit the switch to turn the thing off. And we can search Watches the Roots. His iron dagger means I need 11 weapons. I can switch back to Marked for Death, because we're rapidly approaching the final room where our dear Lydia is going to handle our first Dwarven Centurion. You can see Brea's body there. She made it to the final room, but this is where she fell. Apparently, she and Fathom managed to take out one of the two Centurions, which is pretty awesome.
What do you need?
I need you to attack that.
Got it.
Feel me? Once he's on you, I can mark him. So let's search Brea. Her iron war axe means I need 10 weapons. Let's have a gander at this Centurion. He has a filled Grand Soul Gem. With that in hand, I only need 5 more. Good. Good. My frame rate's twitchy enough. I'm into a hard save. I'd hate to have a quick save crash at this point, I'll tell you what. Down he goes. Another filled Grand Soul Gem. Awesome. Now I only need 4. And now we can complete the quest that we came here for. Unfathomable Depths. We just put the lexicon on the podium and we're done. Lexicon removed, ancient knowledge added. Completed, take the lexicon to Avanchnzel. Completed, unfathomable depths. Let's look at both of those things right quick. The quest. I've returned the lexicon given to me by From Deepest Fathoms to Avanchnzel. Now, ancient knowledge is a permanently active perk. Knowledge gained from the lexicon gives you a 25% bonus when wearing dwarven armor. Meh. And blacksmithing increases 15% faster. Decidedly not meh. Especially since we're about to finish enchanting and shift gears into working on smithing. That is pretty cool. Don't miss the boss chest. It can kind of blend in. That ebony battle axe leaves me needing 9 weapons. Those ebony boots of shock suppression. are doubtless better than the standard ones I have sitting at home. And here's an elevator back up to Avanchnzel. Here's the barred door we ran into earlier. Fastest way out is just to go back to the balcony, so that's what I'm going to do. I've got a few minutes to spare, and I'm just too damn excited. So, I am going to go to Whiterun and try to do at least a partial offload. Mainly I want to see if I got enough filled soul gems to go ahead and max Enchanting. As I said, that's the bottleneck. I strongly suspect we've gained at least 3, maybe as many as 5 extra levels just from lockpicking and speech. So we'll have to hover at level 37 a little longer, but the good news is Enchanting is definitely the bottleneck. Whatever else we have to raise is going to go up insanely fast by comparison, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Let's just get to the horse. Can just drop, doesn't matter. It's looking a little twitchy here, so let me do a hard save right quick. Sorry about that hiccup. The game didn't crash, but Fraps just stopped recording for some reason. Oh well. I don't mind. I don't mind. Let's head back to Whiterun.
Good to have you by my side, friend. I need reliable people around.
First stop will be the smelter. I've got too much stuff to completely free myself of encumbrance this way, but it'll make a huge dent in it. Yes, you see? 456 of 335. Looks like we're not getting a vampire attack yet. We should be able to make it into the house at least. Where, as usual, we're going to have plenty to do. Let's drop off ingredients first, noting that we can now, of course, learn the last 2 on Dwarven Oil, which are Fortify Illusion and Restore Magicka. So let me watch for those as I get rid of everything else. There's a Fortify Illusion. And there's a Restore Magicka. Alright, we can get rid of everything else.
Papa! Look what I found. Here, take it.
Another dragon's tongue. Well, thankfully that's pretty simple. Now, I'm not carrying any vendor trash, but I need to grab 9 enchantable weapons. So let's do that. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Good. That will do. Now let's drop smithing supplies in here. And like I said, I'm gonna lump dynamo cores in that category, even if that's not technically accurate. Now I did grab ebony boots of shock suppression, which should replace standard ebony boots in here. And those ebony boots are in fact vendor trash. Oh, come on. There you go. I picked up a ring of eminent restoration. Which I can also put in here now that I think about it. Not sure why I grabbed that or the ring of alteration. Just wasn't quite thinking clearly, I suppose. Well, let's visit Shavi for some gold.
The gold is flowing nicely.
Someone asked why I'm not searching both chests since I have 2 kids. The reason is this one isn't one of their chests. This is a storage chest that's present regardless of whether you turn this into a children's room or something else. Alright, well, we got several ingredients, as well as a potion and a red apple. Those, of course, are vendor trash. So the potion and the red apple go in here. The extra ingredients go in here. Now let's go upstairs. Our 2 filled grand soul gems go over here. Our 6 Dwemer cogs go in here, as do 3 goat horns. Ah yes, the rear guard is vendor trash that I'm still carrying. Everything else is for enchanting. So, let's drop off the rear guard before I forget. For now, let me put my empty soul gems accept the grands in here. Ah, what did I just say, you piece of junk? I was hoping that'd be enough to offset my carry weight issues, but it's not. I tell you what,
I'm right behind you.
I
How can I serve you, my Thane?
just don't want to be over encumbered all the way up to Dragon's Reach. So, let's pass some bullshit to Lydia. Stuff I know she's at no risk of using. That'll do.
Let's get going then.
Checking for vampires. Looks like we're still okay.
Divine smile on you, friend. They say if a vampire so much as scratches you, you'll turn into one. You'd better not be.
We are one. Ere you ascended, and the age became 9. You walked among us, great now.
Up we go. Alright. Now let's do the simple things first. Let's get Dwarven Oil off our ingredient list. There's Fortify Illusion, and there's Restore Magicka. That's all 4 effects. Let's get our weapons back from Lydia.
I'm right behind you. I am at your command.
And let's start enchanting. $98. It's not quite going to be enough on its own. It'll be very close, but we'll have to fill a few others. 99.
Come to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongo hostilities, like the rest of the great warriors?
I'm honestly thinking maybe 2 more, maybe less.
I'm right behind you. How can I serve you, my Thane?
2, maybe 3 from what I saw, so let's give her the same 2 that I know she's not going to up and decide to use.
Let's get going then.
We'll run down to the house to offload them. So that part will be over. Now, of course, I have 3 grand soul gems to fill. The most obvious place to do that is Bleakwind Basin, because it has 3 mammoths. It's a tough fight, but 3 gems, 3 mammoths.
I'm telling you,
It adds up. So we'll go do that. I'll see if I can fill 2 or 3 petties while I'm there. And we should have Enchanting maxed.
No lolly.
Let's get those weapons
I've got your
back.
How can I serve you, my Thane? You lead, I'll follow.
Let's ditch them. I don't have very many soul trap charges left. Good news is I don't need very many soul trap charges either. I've got a pretty heavy weight of empty soul gems. I even have 2 empty graters. So if I do the, if I go to Bleakwind, I can fill those 5 for certain. And then I'll kill mud crabs, foxes, whatever else I can find, just for a few cushion points, as it were. I should have more than enough to max it out. Unless, of course, the game decides it would be hilarious to kill that mammoth with fall damage. Which, thankfully, apparently it's not going to. So, let's do a hard save out here. Shit's gonna get real. But I need to soul trap all 5 of these things. Damn it. I knew something fucked up was about to happen. What the hell? And I got good eyes on everybody. Lydia's okay.
Not like this. No, I heal. I heal.
Something's almost dead. Oh, it's Lydia. Damn. I was going to say, one of those mammoths is probably in kill range, but it's not about to let me see, is it? I was gonna say, this is the one I feel like I ought to be able to kill, but come on. Fuck you, alright? Let me get my fucking power attack off. Oh, he kills me before he even renders? Not enough. Okay. See, that's all I needed to know. Alright, there's number one. Shoot. Oh, crud. Did everything wrong. Got him. Just need to... Probably just need to leave him be, honestly, and worry more about this giant for now. Too soon. We're very close. There's one. Perfect. This one's almost down, apparently. Okay. Well, with that one mammoth handled, I need 3 more Grand Soul Gems. I think I can safely go after the other mammoth now. At least eliminate some targets. I'll have fire breath ready. Nope, he's regenerated too much health. That's fine.
This isn't over.
Wow, that giant is going down fast. See, she's about to kill cam him. There he is. Good. About to say, run away, run away. Damn. This is not easy. Oh, come on. She just needed to connect with one stinking hit. Damn, I can't afford to waste charges. Fuck. Come on. Please stop trying to confuse me about which one I'm looking at.
Is it over? I'll kill you if I have
Insufficient. Maybe I just need to mark him again. There's one. Okay. And two. Outstanding. I only need one more Grand Soul Gem for the crafting loop. That, my friends, is awesome. So for 2 graders, to do any good, I need 2 weapons to enchant. Well, there's one. I guess I can nick another. Somewhere, one would hope anyway. I won't bother with that. What I will do is soul trap these mud crabs over here. 3 or 4 extra petty souls should be enough, by far. 4. 4 should be enough. From everything I've seen. Why the hell could I not connect with him? Come on. This is just annoying. Oh, fuck you. No, no power attack. Fuck. See, I gotta get the timing exactly right. And I gotta not get killed. I gotta connect with the mud crab without getting hit right before Lydia attacks it. I'm not sure how to do it. This is horse shit. Just... Would you just fucking let me get it? God damn. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alright, good. Alright. Let's go back to Bleakwind now. With 2 petty soul gems. Well, I can search the giants. I don't think they've got anything that matters. No. Well, let's just head back. Grab 1 weapon, 2 bits of jewelry. That ought to suffice. I think. I hope. I'm gonna put my empty soul gems in here. Pretty sure I'm not gonna need them anymore. Smithing supplies go in here, naturally. I need 1 more weapon. 2 shoes/helmets. Helmets are fine. Give me 2? No, only 1. 1 more weapon. Oh, where are all my weapons? Damn. There we go. That'll do.
Braitha's a big meanie.
3 grand soul gems go up here, of course. And I'm actually going to put my Dwarven Mace away too, because assuming I do master Enchanting, now I am not really going to have any further use for it. I'll need to fill 1 more Grand Soul Gem for the crafting loop, but the 4 Grand Soul Gems for Hearthfire, only pre-filled ones will work. So, ideally, in just a few moments, I won't have any need to be soul trapping on the fly. That would be fantastic. Then, once it's up there, we'll see how many levels we've actually gained and what other skill benchmarks I need to hit. So, Elven War Axe, Banish, Greater Soul Gem. That's all we need. Enchanting's at 100. Booyakasha. Let's go get rid of this shit. God, that feels good. Can't even begin to tell you how good that feels. So, let me get rid of the stuff, and then I'll see how I'm doing. Oh, yes. We're probably going to wind up giving ourselves more things to do, but that's okay. That's completely okay. Let's just drop that stuff off. The weapons and helmets can go in here. Those 2 spare petty soul gems can go in here. Now, let's see how many levels we're going to gain. I'm just seeing right now, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. Kind of what I thought. So, for 39, I need light armor at 30. So that's first. For 40, I'll want smithing at 30. That'll take some work. For 41, I need alteration at 30. That'll take some work. For 42, I want conjuration at 40. So we got some work to do in all respects. But for the moment,
It's my love come to
I at least know that I'm ready to raise light armor. So let's get all my light armor items out. Put away all the stuff I've been wearing. Except my jewelry, of course. I'm going to want this one to raise as quickly as possible, so let's go throw on the Thief Stone. Then we'll head to Angarvu. Then we'll head back to Avanchnzel and end the video. I realize I ran over by about half an hour. And I am somewhat sorry for that, but it is what it is. Thiefstone. So that's what controls light armor. And then we'll head back to Avanchnzel. Our next target is Angarvund, a Nordic ruin we've seen before. And I am going to end the video right here. This has been Let's Play Skyrim. Not only did we clear Avanchnzel, but we finally maxed Enchanting. Things are going to happen much more quickly now. Don't let that 5-level backlog with missing benchmarks scare you. Next time, we'll head over to Angarvund, and honestly, we'll probably hit 30 light armor in less than 10 minutes, if we just let Draugr hit us now and then. Until then, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy my videos, please consider clicking an ad, liking, sharing, subscribing. These things really help me out. Even if you don't, know that I really appreciate the fact that you watch, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.